guys, so here it is 5 years later, and I'm finally doing a studio tour. Guys, the struggle has been real to get this studio in order for me to even show you guys. And I mean, it's still not complete, but it is what I got, and I'm very proud of it. So I figure since I finally got it cleaned up, where I'm not ashamed to show you, I'd show you now. So when you first come down to my studio, you run into this sign that says make your dreams happen, and this is where I keep all of my micas. So up top, and don't expect like some great videography, because I'm a videographer. I'm just a person who makes soap, who got a camera. So what I got here, this is all of my micas. Some of them are in repackaged containers. Some of them are in the original containers. I just keep them like this. And then here is my bath bomb dyes and colorants. And here is my activated charcoal and some more micas, just because, oh no, this is my mica shelf. I don't even know what I got going on because I actually just rearranged everything, so it's new to me too. But yeah, here's the rest of my micas here. And then I got some little measuring cups that I just keep hanging over here. And down here I have glitters. These are all of my glitters. Well, no, these aren't all of my glitters. These are some of my glitters. And then I got some little spoons, spoons for my soap tops. I got sprinkles, a bag here. Those are salts, and then these containers are just actually a little extra candle wax. A little extra wax melts. And then I got some salts in the back. So down here is just miscellaneous. So I got some gloves, my rolling pin, some extra scales, towels, cupcake liners, Lazy Susan, and that's it for there. So up here, I know this is like every single time I take a picture of my studio, this is the one area that everybody kind of like, oh my gosh. So I'm going to start up top. That's one of my KitchenAid stand mixers. I just keep it up there when it's not in use. I got some extra flip top lids for my fragrance oils. I got some candles up here that are listed and in the shop. And here are all of my essential oils. I have a few more, but not much. So this is the part that everybody's really fascinated with. So I'm going to step back a little bit so you guys can see the full thing here. And then I'll come in. So I do have a slight problem. I love essential oils. I mean, I love essential oils. I love fragrance oils. I love all fragrances. Essential oils, you guys know, I'm learning to love those. We are in a new relationship, so we're working on that. We're dating currently. But fragrance oils is where it's at for me. So all of these are my rustics. I have a few on my worktop space. But as you can see, I do love myself some rustic essentials. Some of these I've used. No, this, I've rearranged everything. Like I said, everything's new to me. But, yeah, all of my new ones are up here. And then my used ones are at the bottom. And then we have some stuff from Southern Sensation. They're the company that I very first started using when I started my soap business. So this is what I have from them down this aisle. And then I have some Aztec down this aisle. Yeah, these two aisles are Aztec. And then I have, oh, we got a Southern Sensation sitting here too, but I ran out of room in its row. So what we got here is the Flaming Candle, these 3 rows, and then I have Nature's Garden down that row. So give you guys another look. And now we go down to the next shelf. And these are companies that I don't use as much, other than, well, like these rows right here, I don't use them as much. And some of them may be really old to me or new to me. But yeah, so I got some Fragrance Buddy. I think that's the only one there. Yeah. And these are all different miscellaneous companies here. I got some stuff from Bitter Creek, and then I got Nature's Fragrance, which they're new to me. I got all of my Wholesale Supplies Plus Crafter's Choice fragrances here. And then all of my Brambleberry stuff here. My Nurture Soap, I always say Nature's. My Nurture Soap stuff here. Stuff, when I say stuff, I mean fragrance oils. And then I have some more miscellaneous fragrance oil companies. And then these are all of my rustics that I've used, but there's still some left in the container. So I just keep them down here. And then here's all my 1 ounce bottles. This row is all the Flaming Candle. Then these 1, 2, 3 rows are Aztec. And I got some miscellaneous back here. And then a new company that I found there. And then I have another new company that I found here. And what we got here is some flavor oils. And then we got candle fragrance oils here. So that makes up pretty much all of my fragrances, other than, like I said, I got some new stuff in. Shame, I shouldn't have any new fragrance oils, but I do. So I gotta find a place to put those. That's why they're there. But what's on this shelf is pretty much miscellaneous stuff. I have just a little dusting broom, some containers for making soap, some soap dishes. Those are all of my tin candles that I need to list. Here's my wax, some shrink roll, extra oils, and things that I use in my business to make my soap. And then what I got here is this right here. This rack is, believe it or not, my favorite rack. I do love that one a whole lot, but this one is my favorite. I think because it's just so pretty. That's what I like about it. So up top we have, and my lighting is not the greatest in this section of my studio. I'm going to see if I can turn this light on. If it'll help a little bit. Yes. So yeah, I got some oats here, some calendula there. This is buttermilk powder. That's turmeric. That's Himalayan salt, and that is coconut powder. Oop. Coconut milk. Coconut milk. These are coconut milk and buttermilk powders. 1 and 2. And then Gabe gave me this hourglass. I don't know how long ago he gave me this thing. So I just sit it there. Then I have some bigger Himalayan salts. I got some rosemary, some rosebuds, some, what are those? Oh, a cornflower. And I believe those are cornflower. I'm pretty certain those are cornflower. Then I have all of my different color rosebuds, whole buds. Then I got some jasmine, and these are peonies. Then I have stasis here and lavender. And over there, those are blue mallow. So I found this pestle and mortar at, I think, a thrift store. Yeah, I just thought it was very pretty, so I bought it. I never used it, but I just wanted to have it. And then here, so what I have here, these are some clays and natural colorants that I've had infusing over the summer. So they were in the backyard, and I would go out there every single day and shake them up. But now summer's gone, so I just leave them here and shake them when I need them. What is this one here? I have them labeled because I'll forget. What is this? Is that? Oh, that's safflowers. Yes, safflower. So, anyhow, I'm not going to be able to see all the names of those, but those are my infusions. And then I got some sea salts back here. And then, if you can see, I have sugar and some red salt. And then I have mint and poppy seeds and chamomile flowers. What's underneath? More chamomile flowers. So, lots of chamomile. I got some black pepper, my ginger, and more poppy seeds. Here are more, yes, those were cornflower. So here's my blue cornflower here. And then I have, let's see what else I got here. Some tiger lilies. And I forget what these are. What are these? Oh, I don't remember. I got it written down somewhere. But anywho, these are all of my other additives. And now I'm just coming over here making a mess. Not additives, botanicals. But yeah. So more botanicals. And then I have some dried fruit. My mom dries these fruit for me. And she'll make them for you if you want. Then I have some mulberry top soak here. Going further down, I just keep my little popsicle sticks here. Those are my lip balm bases or lip gloss bases. I have more turmeric, some brown sugar, salt, sugar, all of my goat milk and coconut milk. And then the very last shelf, which, what is down there? Vinegar, just extras. I got some bentonite clay here, some tapioca, TD, oil-based TD. That's my henna and my indigo powder, some chocolate truffles that I use in soaps, more alcohol and vinegar. So now, that kind of concludes what's on my favorite shelf in my whole studio. So, next I'm trying to decide which way to go. I think I'll just go in the order of the setup. I think that's best. So I think I told you guys, like, I don't remember what video, but here I could get one of those anti-fatigue mats, but this floor gets really dirty from bath bomb dust and oils and spills and what have you, and I just don't want to ruin it. So what I do is take my cardboard boxes that I get from items that I purchase, and I put them down here and I stand on them, and they feel just like the anti-fatigue mats to me. And then once they're just too grody, I throw those out, or if they're not too disgusting, I'll recycle them. But yeah, so that's what I do. And I'm going to stand back, so give you guys a full view of my workstation. So that's my full workstation. It is really long, really big. I love this thing. It was here when I moved here. I guess he made it himself, and he was using it as kind of like a catch-all for paint and tools and whatever. He had a lot of stuff in there, so I went through and cleaned it all out and moved it over here. So got a little step stool. I got some wood floor laminate planks or whatever that is for taking pictures. And then I have my studio lighting above and on each side. My sister-in-law and brother-in-law, they bought a new house, and if you guys remember Pear Soap, it was a very, very big popular soap company. And then there's an artist, I forget her name, but she's a very famous artist. She does these paintings. That's actually her daughter, and she paired up with Pear Soap Company. So I don't know if this is like an actual print or what, like something from Pears and that artist, but I'll have it appraised one day. But I thought it would look nice up there. And then my darling from Bunny Bubbles, she made me this sign. It says Kenny the Messy Soaper. I love her. Rachel, you're so sweet. So let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. This is my new camera, by the way, guys. Yeah, there you go. Kenny the Messy Soaper. And she makes those, so she made that, clearly she made that for me. But yeah, so what I did, like my ring light came on this tripod right here, but I just kept bumping my head on it, and it wasn't actually coming further out enough for me. So I just took some wire and hung up my ring light there above my head. So I don't bump my head anymore, but Gabe constantly bumps his. So here I have a lot of tripods. That's why I'm always trying to figure out which one I like best and what angles. So here's one that's kind of extendable or whatever, and that one's pretty stationary. That's the one I pretty much film with all the time. So I just got some stuff sitting here because I did tidy up, but I'm already starting to make a mess already. So I just got the box of my camera. Who wants to see that? But there's my scale. I have a real soap maker scale finally. And then here's a little basket that I keep all of my stick blenders in, and my thermometer, my infrared thermometer. So back here, if you see my pictures on Instagram, this is always the backdrop to my pictures. My mom bought me these apothecary containers. And if any of you want to know where I got the other apothecary containers with all of my botanicals in it, I got those from eBay. It was a seller. She just was clearing out her house and had them, and I kind of fell in love with them. So yeah. Um, I keep my kaolin clay in there, and that is my titanium dioxide. There's my powdered whipping cream. There's my goat's milk. I like to use powdered form of most all things just because it's easier to store. Anybody got time to be run up and down those stairs? Eventually, I'm going to get a mini fridge put down here, and then I will have fresh or liquid liquid additives. That's one of my candles. I love this candle right here. It smells so gosh darn amazing. It just makes everything smell like summer. So there is my TD and water that I keep a mixture of. And a girl can never ever ever have too many spatulas or whisk. So here's all of my spatula and whisk. I have quite a lot. I was kind of addicted to them. But they do come in handy, trust me when I tell you they do. You guys know that. And here, this was a fragrance bottle. There's not fragrance in here. It's actually water in here. I just keep that whenever I want to do a column pour. And then in these little bins here, it's just miscellaneous stuff. I got some strainers, thermometer, some measuring spoons, my little artist tools, stuff that I need to be within reach. And I took these down. They actually hang on the side of my table. Right here, actually. I'll put them there now. They hang here. Actually, put it there. Yeah, so those are my pink and rose gold measuring cups. I love those. And here's a little board that I kind of, like if I have recipes that I want to follow, I just kind of stick them there and then use it there. I had a knife block upstairs in my kitchen, and I was going to donate it. My mom was just like, keep it. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. So that pretty much kind of sums up what's on my table. This is some soap ends and nonsense. So there you go. Oh, also, yeah, we're not done yet. I'm like, there you go, we're done. So I'll show you where I store all of my oils. Here is all of my little towels that I refuse to use. So dumb. I just think they're really pretty. But yeah, that one over there needs to go in the trash. I've used it way too much. I've washed and washed and washed the heck out of that one. I use that one too. These are the two that I use the most. But so I'll open that. Now, I did not sort this out. That's my next to do. But as you can see under here, I have all of my oils that I use in my recipe here. And then I got some baking soda and cornstarch and bath bomb additives and things. I used to keep my totes under there. I pulled those out. The floor is really messed up under here. That's another thing. I'm thinking to either do epoxy pour on this floor or that acid pour. They're really, really cool. So yeah, this floor needs a lot of TLC, but I wasn't too concerned because, you know, I drop a lot of stuff and spill a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's just packaging at the bottom. Basically, yeah, just packaging at the bottom. So yeah, that's where I store all of my oils and things. Okay, close that back up. Okay, so what we have over here, this is my microwave, as you can see. This is where I order my oils and things like that. I have this big tape dispenser, little, I don't even know what to call it. It's for labels. I just haven't found a place to put it, so it's up there for now. And this wee little cupcake here, that came from my Let Them Eat cupcake soap. As you can see, it was very wonky. So I kept that one for myself. Now, here's a quick story about this dresser right here. Many moons ago when Hunter was 6 years old, we had an apartment fire and we lost a lot. We lost over half of our home pretty much. And Red Cross just came through and they donated a lot of stuff. So this dresser was secondhand and it was donated to me, and it was a whole set. The dresser Hunter actually still used. And I was using this one, and then I was just like, I'm going to throw it out. And then I started using it for something else. Oh, like just an overspill of clothes. Then I was going to throw it out again, and I was just like, you know what? This could serve a purpose for my soap supply. So I just can't seem to get rid of her. So here she is. What's in this drawer is cookie cutters, pretty much cookie cutters, all kinds of cutters. Yeah, got some little spoons and things, and cutters and scrapers and cookie cutters, more cookie cutters. Oh, and I do have, yeah, my bath bomb molds, like the plastic Christmas ones. These are ancient, but I just refuse to throw them away because I always find a purpose for them. So I keep those. In this drawer, I have squeeze bottles and silicone molds, and my beaters to my KitchenAids, and some impression mats over there in the corner. This drawer, oh, that drawer smells fantastic. I don't know what's in there, but it smells great. So in here is a lot more silicone molds and more impression mats. Silicone. These are all my silicone molds, embeds. Pretty much, yeah, a lot of embed molds and silicone molds in there. I have way more that I haven't sorted out, but I don't really use them, so I felt no need to like pull them out. So what's in this bottom drawer? It's just miscellaneous stuff. There's extra biodegradable polyolefin shrink for my shrink wrap system. There's my guillotine cutter, some more tape, some contact paper, my salad shooter, hole punchers, just miscellaneous stuff, really. So I keep a ladder here because this ladder was here when we moved here, and I was going to toss it too, but I'm like, I can keep this, so when I need to take pictures because I got short people's problems, I use it for that. So now here, my job, they just randomly just give you a bunch of stuff. So like I could be sitting at my desk and somebody walk up, here, take this, take this, take this, because they know that I have a business. So they gave me this black stand here, and what I keep on here is my oils that I have master batch that I plan to make soap with. These 3 batches will be made today or tomorrow, and then I have some lye up there, and then I have a dry erase board that I use for notes or whatever. And here's my packaging for your orders. I need to do more. Hunter, she does them, so we need to work on that. And then this bottom shelf is my lye, and then I got some citric acid, and then just some pre-made bath bomb colors that I'm not going to use. I don't like them anymore, but they're just sitting there. Here's more packaging. So what's going to go, not yet, packaging there. And then that's my compressor for my bath bomb machine. That's my bath bomb machine and a bath bomb tray. And Hunter made this sign for me, and so I'm going to hang that. I just haven't hung it yet, but that will go on the wall. I love that. Here, I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see it. So this is basically plexiglass, and I have it here, and I use this for all of my thoughts or my due dates for my soaps. That's what I'm trying to think of. So, and it's sorry about all the noise, because my studio is my basement, so you hear my furnace or my sump pump or something. It's always noisy. But Hunter, one day I came down here. I call Hunter Nister. It's a long story why I call her Nister from childhood. But I came down one day, and this was actually written on my board. It says, "I'm so proud of you. You've made me so happy, and I'm really glad you found your passion. I love you, Nisters." So I won't erase it. I just keep it there because I love it. But yeah, this is just plexiglass, and it works as a dry erase board just fine. So I got it hanging up there with just basically some fish line, so you can't see it. So moving on to my pack out table. Okay, so what we got here, I just got my extra shipping labels here, some thank you stickers there, fragile, my business cards, tape dispenser, little bags for glassine bags for my samples. In this drawer, it is a bunch of my bags for soaps, like single soaps. If you order one soap, it'll come in a bag like that, 1 or 2 soaps. And then just extra little goodie bags and more bags that's in there. So I'm filming with one hand, so actually there's no need for me to open these drawers because the only thing that's in these drawers are bubble mailers. So I keep trash bins all around this basement because wherever I'm at, I don't want to get up and have to go over to another space to throw something out. So underneath my table, I'm going to sit down. But yeah, underneath my table, those are invoices that I need to put away. In that tote is all of my, I'll show you. It's all of my paper for my labels. Whoops. Now I'm just making a mess. But yeah, here's my paper that I use for my label all of my cardstock paper. So I have quite a bit. And then I have some clear labels for my candles and what have you. And then this is just invoices and receipts and blah 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 blah. So let me take that back. What's in that tote back there? The banker's box is just ribbon that I tie around my boxes with your orders. Under here is just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff in that drawer. Mostly piping bags and glitter and stamps and just a whole bunch of stuff that I need to sort out. And then I keep my shreds that goes in my boxes in here. And then in this pink tote, that's all of my shreds. I just transfer them to this smaller box. It's just easier for me when I need it. So I keep a little scale on this table with me just because when I'm packing orders, I'm going to always need to weigh things. So I keep that there. And then I have paper towel because you never know when you need that. And I also have, hopefully the light is just not too bright over here, but I have my ink stamp pads. I have some binder clips, some extra tape. I have my pH strips and a bunch of sticky note pads for when my lips get dry. That's what's over there. Those are a lot of gift lip balms and some that I made for myself. A lot of them comes from my SAC members, you all. And then I just have like some stapler and some little paint brushes and tweezers and that kind of stuff. Another stapler. I keep my little razor blades in here. These are my scissors and whatnot. And then this is my bowl of pens. If I like something, I tend to do things in excess. Like spatulas and pens. So yeah. This is kind of like a makeshift ink blotter. I stamp all of my packaging, my orders with the crown and thank you. So I keep this here, and if I have excess ink on it, I'll blot it off on here. So what I got here is some shea butter that I made. This was actually a tester. I'm going to start bringing back shea butter. If you guys don't know, when I very first started Royal Appleberry, my business was actually plenty names. It was back then Royal Apple Sweet Body Treats. Isn't that a lot? But I started out making shea butter, and this is before I even thought about going on YouTube. This was probably, I want to say, about 9 years ago. I started making whip body butters, and I didn't really sell them at the time. I just made them for myself and family, and then I just stopped. But anywho, I got a little bottle of lotion, and then I have some lotion from Prue over at Satin and Suds and Satin. She gifted me this, so I keep that here. And then I have my soapy sister from the Snob Love Bar, Yvonne. I have her soap here. This one is it's beautiful. It is absolutely gorgeous. So I like to look at this, and of course I'm going to use it, but I just like to pull it out and look at it every now and then. I have a couple of her bars upstairs in my bathroom, so this one just kind of hangs out with me. And then I have my high heel tape dispenser there. I have another candle that is a tester that I was using. So I just keep it here, and then another, that's really bright, I'm not going to pan up, but another studio light. So I got more shipping labels here. And then I write my thank you notes on these little notepads there. And then up above, we have shipping boxes, all of my packaging. That's really bright. But yeah, those are my boxes. When you place orders for me, it'll come in those boxes. And then more shipping packaging, more shipping packaging, more shipping packaging. And then I have over here I got ink for my ink jets and my what is it? My I was trying to think which one I have. Oh, laser printing inkjet. I got 2 printers, and just my box for my wireless headphones and craft artist, which is what I use to make all of my labels. So now, moving along. I figure I'll be as thorough as possible because it's probably the first and last time I ever do one until I get this my workspace completely finished. So I just keep this notepad and pen here whenever I have thoughts or whatever. I'll jot them down. Normally I write them on paper towel and I'll spill water or something on it and then I can't see what it says. So that's that, and I just whatever, it's a glass. Some labels, my printer. I use this printer because it's just a monochrome. I use that for my shipping labels basically, and nothing else, or test sheets when I'm doing test sheets for printers. And then this printer here is what I do all my colored labels and everything else in. So what I do, even though I'm a candle maker, I still buy candles because I just love them. And it's just, I'm very into like woody scents. So I'm trying to find ones that match like these notes. And I haven't found them yet, but I am doing some scent blending myself to come up with them. But anywho, when these candles are done, I just keep them and then I'll melt down the rest of the wax and clean up the container. And then I'll use the container because that's what this one is here. It is an old candle container, so I just repurpose those candle containers and use them for whatever else. Now, I usually keep my laptop sitting here because my house is very dumb. Like, if I put my laptop here, the internet does not work. If I put my laptop there, the internet does not work. But when I put it right here, which is very close to there, it actually works. How stupid is that? Thanks, Comcast. But so this table, as you can see, that's my shrink wrap system. So this is where I shrink wrap all of my soaps. And I have a little tablecloth just to make it festive instead of just all boring. This is actually a door right here. One of those closet doors, those I think double full closet doors or whatever. It was here when I moved here. I don't know which room it came from because none of our anywho, what I don't know what room it came from. I think they replaced it, but anywho, it was down here. So with the shrink wrap system, you can't use like the folding table like I have there. You can't use one of those for this because it won't seal right. You have to use a very hard surface. So the door came in handy. It's actually sitting on top of one of those folding tables. And yeah, so I just made it a little festive. I put a tablecloth on it, and then I have this tray here. And I put my soaps here, so when I'm ready to wrap them, I just grab one and then put it here, shrink wrap it, and there's my heat gun. And here's all of my extra labels. I just keep them by me, so when I need one, I know where to find it. And then I have some more essential oils. I was doing some scent blending, and then my impulse sealer. So that basically is all of it. I mean, what's right here is trash. And more stuff that I need to tidy up over here. It's some miscellaneous things. So I'm about 95% done organizing, but still got some more stuff to do. So up here is my Royal Appleberry sign that came from my very most expensive fail. If you guys been around for a while, you know last year I did a craft fair at I live in Michigan, for those of you who don't know. I did it at the Novi Expo Center, and it cost me $500, and it was a fail for everybody that was there. So Gabe said the least we can do is take our sign. So we took that, and now it hangs here. So I keep my aprons and my jackets here because sometimes it gets a little cool down here. I keep my brooms tucked in that corner. Now, what's in these drawers, I have to label. Oh, up above as well, I keep extra my tissue paper from all of my boxes. Like I said, we just kind of pre-do them, like maybe 10-15 boxes at a time. So these just kind of stay over here until we need it. Hunter bought me that really pretty bag for my birthday. There's some extra little cloth bags or whatever. So in here, I just haven't found a place to put them yet. Hopefully you can see that, but it's just miscellaneous colorants and glitters and stuff that I need to sort out. And then this is a backdrop to my little El Cheapy light box that I rarely ever use because it's El Cheapy. So now, what I have, like I said, sorry, I am no videographer, doing the best I can. So what's here is a lot of natural, a lot of natural colorants and things. So I got some calamine powder, some Australian red clay, hibiscus powder. It's just like, natural colorants and additives in here, basically. Oh, and I have some bath bomb colors. It's just kind of a catch-all. These are dyes, so I keep those there. And then I got some olive leaf powder and some oat straw powder, seeds, just all kinds of additives. That's what that this basically is. And like I said, I need to buy a label printer. Like one of those little handheld ones, so I can label all these drawers. I'm going to go through these drawers and really organize them. But what I got here in these drawers, so here's the rest of my mica. Hopefully I can open it with one hand, not pulling it down. So it goes all the way to the back here. Yeah, I got quite a bit in there, so I just keep all of my micas in there. And they're not like by the color wheel, but I just keep my oranges and yellows and whites together. And then in here some browns. And so what I was saying, my camera's new. I don't really know how to work it yet, but as I was saying, it's just my blues, greens, and browns and blacks in here. And then down here I'm gonna pull this off. It's just my purples and, hold on guys, but yeah, so I got some pinks and maroons and purples, and pinks, maroons, purples, and that's what I got in there. So there's the rest of my micas. Now in here I have just extra stuff like glue sticks and roll tape and battery charger. Battery charger. And that's what's in there. What's in here is pipettes and little those little, I don't know, Jello shot cups or whatever you want to call them. I think this one's empty. Nope, it's not. Those are more candle wicks I bought, and I need to find out, I need to test them first. So I won't put them with the rest of my candle wicks until I know exactly what they do. And in here I have my candle warning labels, and then I use this tool here to put the little base on my candle wicks. I got some cutters, and then here's like candle tabs. I got candle tabs and more candle wicks. So it's basically wicks, tabs, all candle stuff here. A bunch of those. So that's what I keep there. And then in this drawer is all of my candle color bars, which I really don't use anymore. I'll probably use them eventually, but for the most part, they just kind of stay in here. Is there anything in this one? Oh, some twine and some CDs. Pretty much nothing. And what's in this drawer is all of my, some more natural colorants. I don't know why I can't get it open now. Yeah, there we go. So I have some clays and some oxides, and what else is in here? Yeah, some indigo powder. It's madder root. I just got a bunch of spirulina, spinach powder, all of that fun stuff. Chlorella. Like I said, all of my natural colors. There's quite a bit in here, so that's where I keep my natural colors. Then in here, I keep, oh, that's pretty dark. Hopefully you guys can see that. And my outfit is bomb today, right? Yeah, so I don't have on stripy socks, but I got on stripy pants and polka dot socks and some orange, I don't even know what to call these shoes, but yeah, I'm stylish, girl. So In here I have like some dust mask and some um, noise canceling headphones. They're not like music, they're just like for headphones. Whenever I let the air out of my pancake compressor, it is very loud. So I bought that to protect my ears. I have extra safety glasses in there. And that's what's in there. And then here, I'm not sure what's in here. Oh, I got these things everywhere. More little storage, little shot glasses or cups or whatever you want to call it. So now, we're pretty much getting down to the bare bones, the last bits of what's going on in my studio. So there's finished products there. Here's curing products here. Let me turn on the light. Hold on. Okay, it's not much better, but so yeah, there's all of my products that are cured and for sale. All of this stuff is listed besides cupcakes. And then here's some soaps that are going to be listed. Those are curing. I really haven't organized this too well. It's just kind of here, so this stuff's just kind of haphazardly thrown. There's my little tester for my candles and just some bubble bars that didn't make the cut in nonsense, and I need to straighten out the bottom. But up here is some of my molds. I keep this little black wool piece as, oh, you can't see where I'm pointing, wool piece as like a backdrop for my soaps. And here's my silicone molds and all of my beautiful molds from Alex and Alex over at Custom Craft Tools. So it's quite a bit there. Yeah, those are all my molds. And then here's all of my containers for my soaps and whatever else. And that's my candle stuff down there. And I got some crock pots. Yeah, some crock pots and my cutter. And that is pretty much it, guys. That pretty much sums up all of Royal Appleberry, my studio. So I hope you guys did enjoy that. It's been a long time coming for me to give you guys a tour. Sorry it took so long, you know, because sometimes you have to just kind of think to yourself. It's not, I was just, honestly, I was kind of embarrassed about my little workspace because I see so many people with such beautiful spaces and mine just wasn't that. But at the end of the day, it's my space, you know what I mean? And now that I've tidied it up, I'm very proud of it. And I'm very proud of the space that I have because it's a decent sized space, so I can't complain. But yeah, so there you have it. That is the behind the scenes tour of the madness that goes on in Royal Appleberry. So yeah, hope you like it. Be sure to give a thumbs up if you did. And I don't know how long it's going to stay like this because I do run through this place and destroy it very quickly. But I am learning to try my best to keep things where it needs to be put. You know what I mean? So that's it, guys. Until the next soap making video, I'll see you guys over there.